What's good? I think that's okay. What's up, good? Week 9. And I still haven't figured this out. Some episodes is like perfect, and some it's like this. So here we are. The show must go on. The show must go on. Is that what they say? I just wish I could get it better. Anyway, happy Monday to my good people. How are y'all doing? Excuse me, I'm thirsty. How's it going, everybody? I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, a fantastic weekend, a relaxing, peaceful, tranquil weekend. We got the incense burning this evening, and just good vibes. Good vibes. Today we are talking about performance. It's Monday. As you guys know, Mondays are for P, performance, progress, right? So that's today. And as per usual, it is a very good one for me. You know, it's something that I I know that I need to stay on top of because I'm in a non-traditional living situation. So it's not like when you're in your own space and your own private space and you can set up your routine and just do what you need to do, right? So your performance can be top level. When you have put yourself in a unorthodox situation, you do have to work a lot harder to make sure your performance is top level, to make sure your performance is even being performed on a daily basis. You know, it's easy to, when you have a bunch of energies around, to get off track. So, performance, it's how the plan is executed, how your plan is executed. This is what your performance does, right? We perform to execute our plan. We perform to achieve our goals. That is our performance. Now, how well are we performing? How organized are we with our day, our daily performance, our weekly performance, right? And everything as usual is really all aligned. All my little bullet points are aligned. Every building block in the P.A.I.D is all, they're all aligned. They all really go hand in hand. So, this episode of Get Paid with Creative Nomad, performance is key. Performance is what will build or break your success, your confidence, right? Performance even affects your confidence because when you perform at your highest level for where we are in the moment, that gives us confidence. We feel great. We feel like, okay, I can conquer the next thing. I can get through this. Did you see how well I performed? How well I did that? How well I achieved this? How well I accomplished my goal? That builds confidence. It builds momentum, So the how we execute our plan is really determined by our performance. It's gauged by our performance. Sorry, I'm still kind of messing with. And then my chair that I sit in to sit back, it looks like I'm leaning back. It feels like. So even when I pull it up, let's see. I just don't want it to look like I'm slouching because I'm not slouching. I think that looks okay, right? So I have it tilted down a little bit, and then I have my hair down so it's not like it's cutting off my mohawk. I think that's okay. All right. I like that. I can deal with that. Doesn't look like I'm leaning back. It doesn't look like I'm slouching. All right, cool. Let's keep it moving. For those that watch this on replay, thank you. Thank you for bearing with my antics and my shenanigans. It's just what we do, you know. For those of you who are new to my channel, new to the series, thanks for tuning in. Please feel free to subscribe. That really helps me a lot. I'm not what am I trying to say? I don't know, but just subscribe. If you get value from this, subscribe. Share these episodes. If you guys come on here, when you come on, let's share. Let's get this message out to as many people as we can. Um, and again, performance also with our performance, it's how we track our progress. So we started this series off talking about progress and results and things like that. So how we track our progress really is through our performance, how well we perform. That is how we track our progress. So you have your goals written down for the week, the things that you want to accomplish, the things that you want to get done and achieve. At the end of that week, when you go to track your progress, it will really be based on your performance. Did you do what you needed to do on Monday? Did you do what you needed to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? You know what I mean? Did you perform the way you were supposed to perform to get all of these things done throughout the week? So that when next week comes, you are moving forward. You are having progress in moving forward. You're not just spinning your wheels because you got to keep putting this thing on your goal list because you haven't done it yet. Your performance is not where it should be because you're not getting the things done that you put on your weekly goal list to get done. And even for employers, that's how they track results, by the performance. That's how you get your raise. That's how you get your bonuses. That's how you get your commission. Everything really is based on performance. We have to require, demand, and really force ourselves to perform, period. And how much we put into that performance will determine our results. How much we put into um, our efforts, how much effort we put in. That's what I'm trying to say. How much effort we put into our performance, that will determine our results and our progress at the end of the day. So, to keep moving forward, to keep having progress from week to week, month to month, year to year, we have to perform. And I, for one, you guys, as a solo artist, as a solopreneur, as the solo founder of my company, it's a battle because my performance really is what will get me onto the next level faster or slower. It's all based on my performance, or my performance will even be what gets me there or not. See, when we don't perform to the best of our capabilities and the best of our abilities, we lose momentum, we lose um, steam and vigor. So then we end up giving up or quitting or setting this thing down. So we have to perform just to keep going. We have to perform to stay on top of it. We have to perform to keep ourselves feeling like we're making progress, like we're achieving the results that we want to achieve. I think about when I was actively weightlifting, when that was my um, when I was on my fitness journey to get all of that marriage weight off of me, and specifically to build my ideal body for myself. My performance is what determined my 10-month results. But just to keep it a full, because my results were crazy even in less than 1 year. But to get those 1 year results that I achieved, it was my performance. I performed at a high level at each stage for what I was capable of at that moment. And it's the same with building a brand, a company, a business. I have to perform. I have to constantly think about how I can do something better, how I can be more um, innovative with what I post, with what I put together, with how I present my brand, with how I present myself and my company. You know what I mean? So my performance all across the board is absolutely what gains or slows down my results. Okay. And like I said it already, that performance builds momentum. And that momentum is what gives us that, something to get up and go every single day, to attack this thing every single day, to keep, 'cause it's like, okay, I achieved this today. Tomorrow, this is what I got to do. Sweet. Like it feels fantastic. It feels fantastic to apply your efforts, um, perform at a level, a high level that you're capable of performing at, and to achieve those results. To go out to your garden and see that your care, your attention, your focus, your time, um, has been rewarded. And then you have healthy crops to pick, right? You have wonderful fruits that you can go and pick and enjoy from your own garden, beautiful fresh herbs, vegetables, everything from your own garden that your efforts and performance produced. And this is absolutely where we need to put our focus and our attention on our performance, because that is the momentum that we want to build and gain and to catch on to everything else, right? That momentum of performance. We want that to snowball and gather all other good vibrations, right? And produce more results, produce even greater results, even healthier crops, even, the just better everything. And the more we perform, the healthier everything is, the healthier we get our soil, because we're constantly turning it. We're constantly, getting rid of that old soil. We're constantly shedding that dead weight, that dead skin. We're constantly creating new ideas, being innovative, being forward thinking, right? We're constantly uh, uh, interacting with people. We're constantly trying to increase our connections, increase and advance our access, you know? So performance is key. Performance builds the momentum and the confidence. That's the next one. It can build or break your confidence. Your performance, like I said earlier, can build or break your confidence. You want to be on we always want to be on the higher end of everything. We always want to be, um, and I got a bunch of shadows in my lighting today, also, but we always want to be on the brighter side, on the positive side of everything, even if it's bitter, but it will produce a more positive result than the sweet. It's like alkaline, right? It's like let's talk about let's just think about citrus fruits, oranges, grapefruits, lemons, limes. Of those four citrus fruits, they're all citrus, but only one of them are acidic, and that is the orange, because of the natural sweetness in the orange makes it acidic. The bitter and sourness of the grapefruit, the lemon, and the lime makes those alkaline, which in turn makes those healthier for the body and more beneficial to the body because they are bitter and sour. They have a higher pH, which is alkaline, which is more beneficial for our bodies. Disease, sickness, bacteria, it cannot live in an alkaline environment. So above 7 on the pH scale, 8 and above on the pH scale is alkaline. That is where our bodies perform the best, when we get our bodies more alkaline. So you see, bitter and sour things, they may be hard to bite at first. They may be hard to swallow at first, but they are the most beneficial for you. Through the bitter times, the hard times, the sour times, the tough times, that is when you grow the most. That is when your blade has the potential to be sharpened the best, right? It's the sour and the bitter that we need to embrace and look for. And during those sour, bitter moments in life, this is when we need to focus our performance on being top level, whether it is increasing our patience during this sour, bitter moment. Increase your patience. The performance of being patient will gain so much fucking reward. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. That is why patience is a virtue, because the the virtues in being able to wait for something that you need or desire with what's the word I'm looking for? Being able to wait for something without complaining, without bitching and moaning. That's patience. When you're able to wait without complaining, that is patience. When you are patient, and when your performance is executing ultimate patience, your reward is ultimate greatness. So, whatever it is we need to do to increase our performance, whatever it is we need to sharpen or work on, right? Whatever we need to hone in more and become better at, become to master more. That's what we need to do, because our performance really can build or break our confidence. And we want to be on the alkaline side of confidence, right? We want to be on the healthy, beneficial, most rewarding side of confidence, not on the acidic side. We don't want to, you know, have our confidence constantly challenged with second guessing ourselves. We don't want to have our performance constantly being shut down by insecurities, low self esteem, impatience, lack of waiting without complaining. We don't want our performance to be negatively affected by acidic events, by an acidic attitude, an acidic behavior. We always want our performance, our character, our personality. We want it to all be grounded in alkaline, in strength, in vigor, in power, right? In a high vibration of, I know that I will get what I want. I know that I will achieve what I set out to achieve and receive. I just have to keep going, being patient, making sure my performance is at a high level, right? Making sure I'm planting healthy seeds, making sure I'm taking care of my garden, making sure I'm giving it everything it needs: love, light, nourishment, right? That this is all, these are all the things that we need to get paid, to get paid in increased self-esteem, increased confidence, increased salary, income, um, anything you set out to achieve, anything you're trying to accomplish, gain, win, you have to have some level of discipline, structure, you know what I mean? And your performance has to match that. So, um, it can build or break your confidence. Again, it all of these are really connected. They're all chain links, which you guys know why I call this a chain, because there's nothing like being linked to a like mind, a like spirit, a like energy, vibrating on, all vibrating on the same level, the same frequency of performance, results, self love, self esteem, unity, building up one another, building up ourselves. It's all, that's all where we want to be, you know? So we when we have that self assurance, it's not a problem for me to uplift another one of my sisters or another one of my brothers, or to order something from one of my sisters or my brother's businesses. It's nothing for me. It's not even a second guess or a question, because it's what I give to myself. It's if you look like me, I automatically, you know what I mean, want to uplift you, want to encourage you. I automatically want to see you win. I automatically want to encourage your best performance so that your confidence, esteem, uh, your morality can be increased, can be uplifted. We can't do it by ourselves. It's not just one. It's not just one. It's not just one. It's each one. Reach one. Teach one. And this is how we grow. This is how we build. This is how we increase our performance, right? So it's just what we have to make a part of our daily bread. And do y'all remember when we used to have our daily bread? That is when we were the most proud, the most, how we greeted one another on the street. That is how we built the shit that we built. A lot of us have Black family members that are business owners. We grew up having family businesses. What happened to all of that? You know what I mean? When the morale gets torn down, when the performance goes down, when we shift from alkaline into an acidic state of being, that is when destruction happens. That is when uh, we're able to be separated. We're able to be disbanded because we're no longer internally healthy. We're no longer psychologically healthy. We're no longer emotionally healthy and feeding one another and uplifting one another and encouraging one another and keeping one another strong, resilient, and courageous, right? So our performance affects our confidence, our momentum, our results, our progress. We have to perform. We have to perform at a high level so that each week, when we marking shit off our goal list, our things to get done list, the things are getting done. You're doing it by yourself. We get it. That is why we have this. That's why we have the P&A chain. That is why we all commit ourselves to being links in the P&A chain so that we can have someone to brainstorm with, that we can have someone to come into the think tank with us and say, hey, this is my idea. What do you think about it? Or this is what I'm planning. Does that sound like a solid idea or a solid plan? You know what I mean? So performance is key. Performance is key. Uplifting one another is key. Um, so I think that's about it. I'm gonna cut this episode short. So you guys, again, get your emails in. You want to be a part of the progress and accountability chain. We do the celebration episodes on Fridays, every Friday. So you have all week to send that in. Um, I'm still working on getting my recorded videos for my creative series. As I told you guys, the Get Paid with Creative Nomad series will stay live, but my creative series, which I've named Create Don't Hate, that series will be recorded. So I'll be putting like little short clips of things that I'm doing, things that I'm working on, um, little video clips like that, as well as I'm going to start putting into that series videos, like fuller videos of my creations, my designs, and different things. So, performance, you guys, I hope your evening is full of high level performance. I hope you guys had a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Comment, like, share, email it to people you know. Let's spread the word, get it out, and let's build this chain. Let's build this, these links of accountability partners, progress, brothers and sisters. Like, we need this to be a whole unit. So, you guys, thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys on the next episode. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful evening. Peace.